Hello and welcome. Today, we celebrate the feast of St. John, Apostle and Evangelist. Let's begin with a reading from the first letter of John. Beloved, what was from the beginning, what we have heard, what we have seen with our eyes, what we looked upon and touched with our hands, concerns the word of life. For the life was made visible. We have seen it and testified to it, and proclaimed to you the eternal life that was with the Father and was made visible to us. What we have seen and heard we proclaim now to you, so that you too may have fellowship with us. For our fellowship is with the Father and with his Son, Jesus Christ. We are writing this so that our joy may be complete. This passage is a powerful testament to the tangible reality of faith. John isn't speaking of abstract ideas or distant concepts. He's talking about a person he knew, saw, and touched. He's describing a direct, personal encounter with Jesus, the Word of life made visible. This isn't just a historical account. It's an invitation. John shares his experience so that we too can enter into that same fellowship, that same intimate relationship with the Father and the Son. He writes so that our joy, like his, may be complete. This joy isn't fleeting happiness. It's a deep, abiding sense of purpose and belonging that comes from being connected to the source of all life. It's a joy rooted in the certainty that what we believe is not a story, but a reality we can experience for ourselves. Now, let's turn to the Gospel of the day, from the Gospel according to John. On the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene ran and went to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb, and we do not know where they put him." So Peter and the other disciple went out and came to the tomb. They both ran, but the other disciple ran faster than Peter and arrived at the tomb first. He bent down and saw the burial clothes there, but did not go in. When Simon Peter arrived after him, he went into the tomb and saw the burial cloths there, and the cloth that had covered his head, not with the burial cloths, but rolled up in a separate place. Then the other disciple also went in, the one who had arrived at the tomb first, and he saw and believed. This scene is filled with a breathless urgency. Notice the word ran. Mary Magdalene ran. Peter and John ran. Why all this running? It's the dawn of a new creation, a moment that changes everything. They are running towards an empty tomb, a sign that defies all logic and expectation. The Gospel subtly highlights the difference between Peter and John. The disciple whom Jesus loved gets there first. He is younger, yes, but perhaps he is also driven by a more fervent hope. He looks in, but waits for Peter, showing respect for Peter's authority. Peter enters and observes the details. The burial cloths and the head covering neatly rolled up. This detail is crucial. It's not the scene of a robbery. It's a sign of order, of a deliberate, miraculous departure. Then John enters, and the text simply says, he saw and believed. He sees the same evidence as Peter, but for him, it clicks. The empty cloths are not a sign of absence, but a profound sign of presence, of resurrection. It's the moment faith dawns in the face of the impossible. Reflecting on this, Pope Francis offers a beautiful insight into this race to the tomb. He says that mourning forever changed human history. Everyone is running, driven by an urgent need to move. There's no time to waste. Their hearts, once filled with the sorrow of separation, are now beating with a rekindled hope. Pope Francis suggests that John runs fastest not just because he's young, but because his hope never truly died. He had stood by the cross. He had stayed close to Mary, and as the Pope puts it, he was infected by her unwavering faith. This is a powerful lesson for us. When our own faith feels weak or lukewarm, Pope Francis encourages us to go to Mary. She understands our struggles and will teach us how to believe, how to hope against hope. The disciples ran toward a mystery, and what they found was not an ending, but the beginning of everything. Their race was fueled by love and a desperate desire to see the Lord again. In the same way, our own spiritual life is a journey, sometimes a race toward Christ. We are called to run with that same urgency and hope, seeking the face of the risen Lord in our own lives. We are invited to see the signs he leaves for us, the empty cloths in our own experiences, and to believe. Let's take a moment to absorb these words. The experience of John, the rush of the disciples, the dawning of belief in the face of an empty tomb. It's an invitation to see with the eyes of faith and to run with hope towards the mystery of God's love. It's a reminder that our fellowship with Christ is real, tangible, and the source of our deepest joy. Thank you for joining me in this reflection. May the example of St. John inspire you to seek, to see, and to believe. Please consider subscribing for more daily reflections. God bless.